All right, y'all, welcome back to Ignite Your Glow. I'm your host, Jessica Harris, and today we're going to be talking about how can you get your time back. So let's go ahead and jump into today's tip. All right, and real quick, if you are new to the channel or maybe you've been, checking in but you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do me a solid right quick. Subscribe to the channel, go ahead and like and hit that bell above to be notified whenever a new video drops. All right, let's jump right on in. All right, y'all, and today's tip is going to be create a solid routine. Now, some of you may have things that you do on a daily basis, but I have to ask the question this: is that routine written down, and is it solid, or is it a flimsy routine? Now, the difference between a solid routine and a flimsy routine is that a solid routine is something that you're doing consistently, and that when things try to interrupt it, you are like, curve that left, because you know that this routine allows you to get things going and keep things in order. Now, if you have a flimsy routine, this is one of those routines where, yes, you may do things consistently ish, right? But if something comes up, you're quick to just go with the wind on it. Like someone may be like, oh, let's go to a quick party right quick, knowing you have a deadline and knowing that you got to get up early in the morning, instead of you being solid, like, nah, see, there's things in this calendar that I got to get done by this time on this day. So I can't sit here and entertain things that are not already scheduled in, right? That's setting a boundary. A flimsy routine doesn't have boundaries. So I want you guys to really take the opportunity and the time today, right? Today, to evaluate the current routines that you have in all parts of your life, whether that's in your business, whether that's in with your children, your family, with your spouse, your partner, whatever the case may be. Look at the routines that you guys have. Where are there issues? Where are things crossing? Where are things getting in the way of the other, right? And really take the time to say, okay, I know all of these pieces are important. How do I get them all to sync up, right? God doesn't want us to have messy or flimsy routines. He is a God of order. Therefore, you as his child need to have your routine in order. Why? Because when your routine is in order, it allows you to break up your day better. It allows to see what you're doing, and it helps you to stay away from the feelings of being overwhelmed, burnt out, and irritated from all the things that are on top of you. Because the truth is, what you're doing, what you're running for a business for him, is a big thing. It's not little. It may look little right now, depending on where you are in your process, but it's not going to stay that way. So having a solid routine, even at the beginning stages of your entrepreneurship journey, is what's going to allow you to be solidified when you get things in working order, when things are pushing and going right the way that you need them to be. So don't slack now because you don't see the weight of everything around you, but instead be wise and get into position with having a solid routine. Now, for those of you who may have a trouble with getting this routine in order, right? Or maybe you're kind of like, I've been struggling a bit with getting a really solid routine in play. I want you to go ahead and look in the description box below. There's a course I just launched called How to Survive Entrepreneurship the Kingdom Way. That course is going to teach you everything that you need to know, from building a solid routine, implementing self-care, building out those boundaries that you need to have. Listen, boundaries are very important. Like for real. And we jump in depth into these areas and how to partner with God in your business and truly so much more. So if you are interested in any of those areas I just mentioned, go ahead and click that link in the description box below. Go ahead and sign up for the course. The course is self-paced, it's online, and it's going to allow you to get everything that you need to know, especially if you're brand new to entrepreneurship, or maybe you've been in it for just under a few years. But if there's areas that you are slacking in, or areas that you are not as comfortable with that I have mentioned previously, then this is going to be the course for you. Get your business in order and get it right from now. Because I'm telling y'all, God is getting ready to bless a lot of pieces and a lot of things, and you don't want to feel overwhelmed by the blessing, but instead you want to be in position to receive it, and receive it with an attitude of knowing that, God, I did what I needed to do to receive what you're giving me, to not be overwhelmed, but to continue to do what you're asking of me and more. That is the posture that we want to be in. So y'all, thank you for joining me on tip number 1. We'll be back again tomorrow with tip number 2 on ways that you can get your time back.